behind you, as you ride off with the sleds, there's a puff of smoke. Before long, when it's disappeared, you see the sled of Howard, Mandy, and Papa Skuff gliding off into the distance. Or rather, not gliding off, because it has stopped moving. And it doesn't take very long for all of you to be far, far away from them.
Well, shit.
Did we do it? Did we beat him to Deadhorse?
That's not who... Okay. That wasn't your job. Did we do it? Did we beat it together? No,
Hey, Marcus, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still very, very confused about what the fuck is going on.
Me too, honestly.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, you can't just, like, I don't know what's going on. And right now, I'm kind of thinking that jumping off the back of the sled to escape is kind of a bad idea.
I'm assuming you guys are trying to still be quiet about it.
Oh yeah, it's trying.
I think as you guys are talking, Lieutenant Chin he has like a sort of a radio, a hand radio. Not exactly a walkie-talkie, it's like a little bit bigger than a walkie-talkie, it's like a proper radio. And he's currently talking to one of the other guys on the sled, you assume, and he says something along the lines of, yeah, can you send 2 sleds back to retrieve the ones that fell off a little bit earlier? And maybe apply some pressure on those guys that stole our sled. Alright, good, gotcha. Out.
Hey.
Okay, I was originally gonna make Ant, like, say something about that, but I realized, like, that's probably not a good idea, so I revoke that idea.
I think he turns back when you say, hey.
So, could you maybe not apply pressure to my friends?
Okay, roll speech.
Okay. Higher speech skill, lend me your
Yeah.
luck.
Because you only just now leveled up to level 2.
Okay,
And
okay, let me just, so 2 zeros means 0, right?
what was the other one?
A 6. So
A
6 plus 45 equals 51, I believe.
He rolled a 66.
Oh!
So, you want me to just let your friends have the sleds they stole?
Maybe not let them, but maybe not rough them up or anything. In fact, you can even just let me go, and we can all just forget about this whole kerfuffle.
No, that's not... Your friends came into my camp, stole sleds, and hurt some of my people. That's not going to be something that we just let go.
You know, there's this famous saying called, an eye for an eye makes the world blind. Maybe don't take out your revenge on us and just let everything, just let bygones be bygones.
This isn't a discussion. And he turns to Private Yao, and he says, we're going to go ahead and keep going toward town. I called some of the guys up ahead to head back. They said that they would hopefully hang back behind them and ideally rejoin us by the end of tonight. So that should work out. And Private Yao nods and keeps steering the bobsled. It is not a very eventful journey unless you guys decide to do something.
Nah.
You know, I said it was a bad idea, and Aunt is, like, thinking, like, this isn't a good idea, but maybe something good will come from jumping off the back of this sled.
And be left in the middle of nowhere?
I mean, her idea is jumping off the sled. And
I mean, we all know what happened the last time someone jumped off a sled. No, what's your idea?
Okay, so my idea is jumping off the sled, and when Ant hits the snow and stuff, everybody's gonna notice. Oh man, our hostage just kind of jumped off the sled like a dumbass, and they're gonna go back and pick up Ant and be like, "You're a dumbass," and just keep kidnapping her. Well, Ant's thinking like, if I leave a large enough indent in the snow, will my friends be able to see this as a sign of me? Can Ant leave behind a sign?
A sign?
Like, drop some crumbs or something. Like,
Like, keep jumping off the sled until they catch up with you. Well, keep in mind, you are also following the highway. It's like the only highway, this part of the world.
Do we have any food? I don't think I have food in my inventory.
Yes, the sled has some food on it.
I'm gonna take...
that was scavenged from the town.
Ooh. Can I take...
I'm gonna say there is some...
There's beers.
No, I'm gonna say there is... I need a name for a jerky. There's beef jerky.
Is there any, like, granola bars or something?
There is beef jerky.
And beer?
Beef jerky and beer is what we got on this sled. No, I need a name for the beef jerky, though, because I can't just say Jack Links or whatever.
Let me think of a...
Johnny Q... Yeah, Johnny Q beef jerky.
Oh my god.
It has like a horse on the cover or on the packaging, but it's like on fire.
No, that's a dead horse.
Well, it's not dead. It's running with it. It's like really cool. It's rad.
Okay, I know. I have an idea of what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna look over and be like, "Hey, can one of you guys pass me one of those cold ones over there?" Just point at a beer. Like, hey.
Private Yao, I think, looks over at Lieutenant Chin, who shrugs, and he says, Private Yao says, "I guess," and he picks one up and opens it and gives it to you.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So Ant is gonna, just drink a bit of it, despite how gross it is, try not to scrunch her nose, and just wait for Lieutenant Chin, and just, everyone's just, not care about her and focus on going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So she could pull a goddamn Hansel and Gretel and start pouring a little bit of beer at a time off of the back of the sled to make a mini trail. To make a booze trail.
That's stupid.
It is, but, you didn't have any granola, so I couldn't actually pull the original idea, so it's like, fuck it, I guess booze it.
Alright, yeah, no, I'd say roll stealth for that.
Okay.
Or sneak, I mean. I always say stealth, but it's sneak. Because in every other game it's called stealth.
Oh!
But here it's called sneak.
So nice, that is 125.
Right, 63 against 125, I think you win.
Booze trail, booze trail.
I think they start talking about something to do with Deadhorse, like, I don't know, casual conversation. And as they're having a conversation, you start pouring off the trail. Marcus, do you see this? I'm not going to make you roll, but do you see it?
I guess so.
How do you react to this?
Not at all.
Playing along, I see. Alright. I think you keep doing that over the course of the next few hours. Like I said, it's a very uneventful journey. I mean, you see a couple of wolves off in the distance, but they don't approach or anything. There's also wolves guiding the sled, so they're like, yeah, let's chill over here.
Oh. Wait, I'm gonna look up a wolf fact.
Eventually, though, you guys see on the side of the highway the only building you've seen since you left Barrow. I don't know exactly how the timing of this would work out in real life, but I'm going to say it's a while before you see this. Just because, that's how travel works. And you're not even driving, you're in bobsleds, which would be slower, so eventually. It might be a day later or something, I don't know. It's a long journey.
Wait, let me look up a wolf fact.
That's right, I gave you an ability, didn't I?
You did? I was just looking up wolf facts because I was like,
let me see. It was something to do with looking up facts. It was a while ago, but I gave you. Yeah. It's called Look Up.
Ooh.
It says when you encounter. I guess it wouldn't be here, but when you encounter a creature or phenomenon local to Alaska, roll an intelligence save. If you roll higher than a 60, you're able to find an entry in your guidebooks that resembles this creature or phenomenon, and you can ask the overseer one question about it, and then
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I don't think this will quite as count. I'm just gonna name off a random wolf fact that is very non-important. Did you know that wolves were were believed to first be domesticated around over 15,000 years ago in East Asia? Hopefully National Geographic was not lying to me with that one, because the website crashed midway through looking up wolf facts.
Did you know that wolves were first invented by Jonathan E. Wolves
Back in 1880,
in 1882
in 1776 in New York City.
in New York City?
Fucking furry.
I think furry. I think Private Yao looks back at you and says, "Huh, that's interesting." And then
That's the entire trip conversation of just, hey, pass me a cold one, and then also
pass me a cold one. Hey, did you know wolves? You know wolves? Neat. Wow, cool. I think as you guys are traveling, you see, like I said, there's one building off the side of the highway. Well, not one building. I'd say there's probably like a few buildings, like 2 or 3. But the main building, you see there's like these big gas pumps, kind of torn down by the years, but there's a building, and a big red sign on it with dead light bulbs in it that reads the Northern Point. Before a moment passes, Lieutenant Chin looks at Private Yao and says, "I'm going to go ahead and have us all stop here because you might be able to find some supplies." And he pulls up the radio again and, makes a call, and then everybody pulls up right by the Northern Point.
Well, you guys have fun. I gotta go soon. My curfew's coming up, and
it's just like once the sleds are pulled over, she's just gonna like get off the sled and just start walking away. Like,
my curfew is coming up, and like I don't want my parents to worry at all because this was kind of like I was kind of set on a death mission, and if I'm not back soon, they're gonna get worried. So I should probably go. You guys have fun with your raiding and your supply getting and your
Yeah, go ahead and
murdering my friends.
you're gonna try to escape, aren't you?
yeah, I'm just walking away at first, just like, hey,
That's gonna be an agility save.
Okay, agility save. Please don't fail me now.
Run!
53. Altogether, 53.
36.
Oh!
Oh!
So this is interesting. So, Marcus, what are you doing?
Join me.
Just gonna watch.
You're just watching. Okay. And describe what you're doing here.
Ant is just starting off with just like the basic, like, I gotta go. Just something simple, something easy before walking off. And then the second anyone's like, hey, don't walk off, she's just gonna bolt. She's just gonna go fast. She's gonna go for it. She's gonna leave. Skedaddle, Benny Hill theme out of there.
Okay.
Exactly.
I think Lieutenant Chin whips around to look at you and fires off a shot and misses.
Yike.
That's one yike.
Yeah, that's a single yike right there.
After the kid, he shouts, "You've initiated the combat that you didn't do last time." So...
Well, I'm not fighting back, I'm just running away and now praying I don't get shot.
It's still combat.
It does count as combat, yeah.
I'm going to have just Private Yao and Lieutenant Chin roll initiative as individuals, and then I'll have the others roll separately as a group.
18.
16.
Nice. Ant, you get to move first.
Oh.
Lieutenant Chin has just pulled a shot off on you. You have bolted from the sled. I think you would still be untied because they never retied you.
Yeah,
they never noticed.
Does just running away count as AP, and how much and how far?
So just movement alone does not, but if you want to spend 3 AP, you can double your movement speed.
Sweet. Okay.
And I think I'm going to, because of the terrain being very snowy, very icy, I'm going to give you a -10 to your speed.
Okay.
That's going to apply to everyone, though.
So I'm definitely going to use 3 AP. So that way it could be boosted up to 40 feet in speed. And should I just do that, like, 2 more times as well? Get the whole...
Sorry, -5 normally, -10 when you're sprinting.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That's what I meant.
So that just is...
And I would assume you would still have the rope they used to tie you up. Because I think you were still pretending to be tied up.
Yeah. Okay, trying to do the math in my head. So when you say -10, does that mean that 60 feet becomes 50?
Yes.
Okay. So that means that I could go a solid 150 feet with my 9 AP unless I can only do it once.
You can't double sprint.
Okay, so I can sprint once, and that's what I'm gonna do.
You can't just work harder and sprint
Can't
faster.
just sprint
It's exponential. It's not linear.
Sprint squared.
It's an exponential energy cost to go faster. You ever seen Usain Bolt? He's probably not that much faster than you could run, but like he's still like very impressive.
That's because he sprints squared.
That's because that's his like thing. That's his job.
Because he trained his whole life for it.
Yeah, he trained his whole life for it, and he probably gets like 2 meters on you per second. Like it's
just what he does.
It's a plateau. It's a plateau. It doesn't. Anyway, you can't double sprint, is what I'm saying.
Okay, so then I will just be going the 50 feet. And that's it, because I don't know what else I can do. Like, I can't think of anything creative right now.
You have a 9mm, don't you?
I'm not gonna shoot at that.
Oh, you have a 10mm. Well, you also have the rope.
Sure, I can't think of anything clever with the rope at this moment, so that's why I'm kind of like...
Go all yeehaw on them.
I don't think Ant knows how to make a lasso. That is a very important...
You could try.
But at the moment, I just don't know what I would do with the lasso, you know? It's like, so I'm kind of just ending it now because, like, I don't know what I would do. You know? I can't think of anything clever or fun.
Alright, Marcus, it's your turn.
Okay. I don't know if I want to just, like, do nothing, or... Maybe,
well, I think Lieutenant Chin did just say to go after the kid, being Ant.
Okay. I'm gonna try to make it... I'm gonna throw one of the beers, but make it seem like I'm trying to hit her, but I'm actually trying to do that mist thing that happened last time. to let her get away.
Okay. I'm going to have you roll... I forget what I had them roll last time, but I'll have you roll an agility save. Actually, I'll have you roll explosives.
Okay.
Because that's what you're trying to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
I should have just had them roll explosives last time. They were made up numbers anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but... here it does matter.
Ah, fell on the floor. 96. Oh, wait. I didn't add the modifier. 114.
That's perfect. Right. I think you chuck the can of beer as hard as you possibly can. And you're a robot, so that's pretty hard. And it perfectly hits this big rock that's jutting out of the snow, and it just bursts. And there's just like a mist of alcohol and snow. And Ant, I think you can smell it.
Ew.
But you do now have, I think, cover for one turn, for one round.
Hurrah!
Oh, darn, I was trying to hit her.
Roll speech.
Oh, beans!
Okay.
I'll give you an advantage because you did throw something at her, so...
You gotta go, oh, rubbish, or something.
Oh, shit.
Oh, rubbish.
24 plus 35. 59?
Okay. Did you roll with advantage?
What does that mean?
You roll twice and take the higher one.
Oh, okay. 57 plus 35. 92.
Okay. I think they buy it. They buy what you say that you're trying to hit her. I think the snow cover is going to be basically a disadvantage on any attempt to attack. Lieutenant Chin is going to grab I'm just going to make it easy. Grab a 10mm from the cart, from the sled. The sled! Hey, that's words. And he's going to go ahead and try to take another shot at you with disadvantage. I think he gets 3 tries. It's an 8, that doesn't hit. Attempt number 2, that's a 5, which doesn't hit. And that is a 5, which doesn't hit. So he takes 3 shots off at you with the 10mm, misses all 3 of them. They just kind of, they hit the snow.
Get good.
Private Yao is going to, let's make this interesting. He's going to try with a shotgun.
Oh, ooh. There go my leggies. That hits.
Drive is out of date. Shut up. Shut up, Google Drive. You're out of date. Well, actually, that's what it's saying, but it is saying that it is out of date. So actually, sorry, I'm going to look up what a shotgun is.
Shotgun is a type of gun.
Yeah, I know what a shotgun is, like literally speaking. I meant the stats. Combat shotgun. Let's go with that. I'm going to have Private Yao roll with a shotgun. This one has a higher range, I think. Let's go ahead and... The shotgun actually has a much lower range. So let's say it's a rifle instead. Just a single shot rifle. Again with disadvantage. That is a 12, which doesn't hit.
Kind of hard to hit me.
That is a 4, which doesn't hit.
Ooh.
And I think he's out of AP.
Hit good.
No, wait, he gets one more. Okay, that's a 2, which is not one. These guys suck, and you just feel bullets like whizzing past you as you are running through the snow, alcohol mist, and it's nasty as fuck.
Yeah.
I think the rest of the camp is going to try with their various weapons, moving towards you, and trying to shoot at you. I think one of them has a .44 pistol. That's a 5 to hit. Man, this dice is like terrible. This die is terrible because that's a 4 to hit, and they're out of AP.
Maybe it's not the die. Maybe they just suck.
Maybe they're stormtroopers. That is true. I didn't think about that. Ant, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna just keep running because I still haven't thought of anything clever to do with the thing with the thing. Okay, with the rope. Just
Okay.
gonna start. Like, I think Anne has gone into flight or fight mode right now, and right now she's currently in flight, just sprinting. Like, I don't want to peer wish.
All right, Marcus.
I don't know. It's not really much for me to do. Guess can I just pass turn?
Yeah, you can just not do anything.
Okay.
I think Lieutenant Chin and Private Yao are gonna do the same thing. They're gonna try to take shots off after Ant, but they're not gonna really be able to, because of the range of the weapons they're holding. Lieutenant Chin is using a 10mm pistol, which is a 30-foot range. Ant is like 100 feet away by now. Private Yao was using a handmade rifle, which has a 50-foot range. Again, Ant is too far away by now, so it's not going to work.
Well, aren't they running after me?
I think they are now, but you're still too far away.
Oh, I might make it.
And then the guy who started running after you, I'd say he's probably still 50 feet away. So he is going to... His 44 pistol is a 40-foot range, which still misses.
Wait, if movement is a free thing,
Mm-hmm.
does that mean he already moved forward to catch up to me before?
Movement is free, yeah.
Okay,
so
he already moved forward to catch up.
I think just to make things easier, everyone's running speed here is 50 feet, except Marcus actually, because I think your speed is higher.
Mine is lower
Normally.
than. Oh wait, the sprinting speed is.
Marcus's.
I
I think
know.
Marcus's speed is 40. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even
So
I have a-
theoretically speaking, if you sprinted, your speed would be 70. In this case, 80 normally.
wow, and I'm over here with my virgin 30 speed.
I think Marcus is the only one that could actually catch up with you right now. Unless they use the sleds, but... Which I think at this point Lieutenant Chin has put out the order to get someone on the sleds, and someone has started the sleds up and started whipping back around to come after you. But first, it is your turn again.
Are there, like, 2 rocks just about parallel nearby?
Just about parallel. There's a very specific thing you want to do with those 2 rocks, and I know what it is.
You know what it is.
What is it?
Tie the rope on each end to one of the rocks and make like a tripwire.
Yeah, no. I see what you're doing. I say, I don't know if there are rocks, but I think there's a signpost that says the Northern Point gas station. Turn right here or something like that, and then across the highway there is a rock.
Alright, I'm gonna try to quickly tie the rope to the sign and then tie the other end to the rock to make a tripwire so the sled would get caught.
How long is this rope?
I think the rope was initially meant to hold up the tent.
Oh.
So it is long enough, but just barely. Also, it's not a particularly wide highway. This is Alaska. It's like a 2-lane highway. Yeah, I think go ahead and I will have you roll something for that. I think an intelligence save to do that.
Okay.
Actually, no, agility.
Agility.
Because, well, I want to see you succeed here. Which one's higher for you?
Agility.
I'll have you roll agility. Because I think this could be either thing. Like, you have to use your brain to think about how to tie the rope, or you have to...
So a 53.
Okay. I would say with a 53, you are able to get the first end tied this turn.
Oh no. They're gonna catch up to you before I could fully finish my cool hip tripwire.
That's right.
Oh no.
Marcus, it's your turn.
Honestly, I can't think of anything.
We all got empty brains. Took me how long to think of the tripwire?
Guess I'll just pass turn again.
Let's see, what do you have on your character sheet that you could theoretically use? Once a day you can remove an addiction.
Yeah.
You have a machete.
Apparently.
You have a machete?
You have a saw?
Yeah, that's one of my hands.
That's
For
cool.
getting rid of people's ribs?
Yeah, I agree though. I don't see anything you could really do with the stuff in your inventory.
Especially because I'm not trying to hurt Ant. I'm trying to help her.
Naughty ants get their rib privileges revoked.
I do think if you do nothing, Lieutenant Chin is going to notice.
Looks like you're gonna have to fake it till you make it.
I'll ask Lieutenant Chin, what should I do now?
Go after the kid.
Okay.
But the snow will get in my gears. I'm sorry about doing the horrible mimic accent.
But the snow will get in my gears.
Oh, rubbish!
Oh no!
Gromit! Do we have any cheese?
Oh, this is awful. We're awful.
I'm sorry.
We're sorry.
I'm sorry to the entirety of England.
I'm not cutting it. Like, not sorry enough to cut it, but like, we are sorry.
In a way, we are sorry.
In a way. It was pretty good, right? At me on Twitter if it was pretty good.
I guess I'll like run at like half speed.
Ah,
all right.
The snow.
So like 40 at your normal speed,
or I guess just like walk. I don't know.
Like not sprinting.
Yeah, you know what? I'll just sprint. I'll follow orders.
You'll sprint. Okay, so that's 70 feet. In this case, normally it would be 80. I gotta keep saying that just so I don't forget. You get more than halfway to Ant, I think. Ant, were you running for 2 turns?
Yeah.
I think you were running for 2 turns. So you're 100 feet away, and that's when you're tying the thing. Okay. And then the other guy's 50. Okay. Lieutenant Chin is going to keep trying with the gun. I think he gets in range this turn.
Maybe my rope idea was not a very good one.
It was interesting, at least.
He got a 17.
Ah, but barely doesn't make it.
It doesn't hit?
No, I have like 18.
Okay. I think he's aiming for your legs. He's not aiming to kill.
Oh yeah. I sure hope not.
3.
Because Aunt's baby.
9. He misses all 3. Private Yao is going to try to do the same thing with the handmade rifle. That is a 16, a 15, and a 3. All right. And then the other guy who was chasing after you with the 44 is also going to... I think he... Let's see. I said he was 50 feet behind you, so I think he gets close enough to you. He's going to try to tackle you.
Is there anything I can roll to not have that happen?
Well, I mean, it's like he's trying to take you down with his body, so you could like.
Can I dodge his body?
Well, let's see. It's fist. Fist. I'm gonna have him roll unarmed. That's a 3, a 15, and not a 15, a 14, and a 13. So I think he tries to take some hits at you, and I guess you'd like, what do you do to dodge them? Because he doesn't hit any of them.
Guess just skedaddle out of the way while trying to get to the rock. Which might just be not a very good thing to do, because, there's no point in the rock now that everybody's catching up, but on the other hand, I can run fast.
Yeah, so...
If I get the rock and then run again, then no sleds.
I think what happens is he comes to try to hit you, and you duck out of the way and bolt over to the rock, and it is your turn.
Alright, rock tying time. Rock tying. Do I need to roll anything?
Agility.
Okay, agility. Motherfucker, that's a 27.
It's a 27?
A 27.
I think you try to tie it around the rock, and it's like not tall enough. So you tie the knot, and then it just slips back off the rock. So the rope is just kind of there. Now you can still run, but you will not have this tripwire that you were hoping for.
Well, time to bolt. Gotta go fast.
All right.
Gotta skedaddle before I get shot.
The sled is getting closer to that tripwire. Marcus, it is your turn. The tripwire is not fully tied.
Just gonna keep sprinting.
All right, I think you get there. You get to where Ant was tying the tripwire, like toward the beginning of this turn.
I guess I will
maybe pretend to trip.
I don't have legs.
Do you even have wheels?
Yeah.
No, they like float.
Oh my god. Pretend to trip anyway?
No, I'll like pick up the rope or something.
What are you trying to make it look like is happening here?
Disabling the trap, I guess.
Even though you're
Okay.
100% not, and you're just trying to trip the dude.
Okay, I'm gonna have you roll sneak to see if you can make this look like maybe you're trying to make it look like it was already tied, and that you're untying it, but you're actually holding it taut for the sled.
Yeah, sure. Oof. 46.
I'd say you do it, but the guy who was right there that was trying to punch Ant turns and sees you pulling it taut. Lieutenant Chin, I think, kind of stops running at a certain point because he's kind of out of breath at this point. Private Yale also stops running. The guy on the sled, I'm going to have them roll an agility save. All right. And Marcus, do you want to roll an agility save against them to determine their DC?
Sure.
Actually, I'll have you roll a strength save. It doesn't matter. They're the same.
107.
You hold the rope taut as this sled whizzes down, and the wolves, their feet gets caught in the rope, and they slip on the ice, and several of them fall over, and the sled just kind of comes to a stop. Ant is running. However, the man who tried to hit Ant saw you doing this, Marcus.
Everyone disliked that.
I'm gonna say, Marcus, your karma is now good.
Ooh.
But you did you did kind of just betray these guys. I think that's the end of combat.
Have I made it away?
I wouldn't say escaped, but you've successfully made it out of this particular round of of combat.
Ho ho.
Marcus, what do you do after this combat is over? Do you still pretend to keep chasing after Ant? Or do you see everyone else stopping and give up as well?
I'm gonna continue to chase.
Because you're just trying to escape.
Are you trying to escape?
Yes.
I love it.
Because now I'm like, oh, he saw, he knows.
Okay.
Oh, don't worry, I'll trapped on the head, and that wasn't even in British. What the fuck was that?
So the two of you are running, and the others have kind of stopped chasing after you. I think you guys have a chance to discuss your plan here.
I am just gonna run back.
So we've basically lost them for now.
For now.
Oh boy, I'm definitely gonna leave this side of telling my parents what happened during this trip.
This is definitely gonna be left out. The Smiths will never know.
Papa Skuff,
That's me.
years ago,
Many years ago,
inside of Vault 79, you enter into your vault quarters, and sitting there on your bed, you see Howard Todd, your friend from school. You're kind of I'd say right now you're a young teenager, and Howard's about the same age. And he looks at you and he waves and he says, "Hey."
Well, how is it going, Todd? Toddy boy, may I call you that?
Bud, I'm just Howard, you know?
Oh. Hey man. Woo, hey, how's it going?
You don't need to pretend. I know what happened is hard. Come on, come sit down. And he pats on the bed next to him. Says, I think I got something that might cheer you up.
Well, what is it, buddy?
It's called Jet. Have you ever heard of it?
Only in the ancient books that the overseer occasionally doesn't let us read.
I think he pulls something out of his pocket, and I don't know what a jet looks like, actually.
It's either, I think it's an inhaler kind of drug.
Is it like an inhaler? Let's see. It does look like an inhaler. It's kind of like an inhaler, but it has a big sausage-looking thing
Yeah!
on the end of it. He tosses you one, and he says, "You know how to use it?"
I think.
He takes another jet out of his pocket, and he pops it in his mouth and leans back, and he shakes a little and goes, "Oh yeah, that's good."
Well, nice. I follow suit, and this is the start of a.
This is the first time you've ever taken jet, Papa Skuff.
This is how delinquent Skuff became Papa Skuff.
Yeah. And I think when you take the jet, it doesn't hit you right away because it's an inhalant.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a bit to get through your system. But after 10 to 15 seconds, your world just poof, it explodes before your eyes. It's just this beautiful explosion of colors, and your brain is fractured. And it's just the most intense, euphoric experience you've ever experienced. And everything that Papa Skuff could possibly have been worrying about is just replaced with these beautiful colors as the world twists around him. I've never done drugs.
Well, neither have I.
In real life.
I mean, medical shit,
I've taken
stuff.
ibuprofen. Does that count?
Boom. See, same. We're in the same boat. We're drug
Drugs.
buddies now because that's a drug and we consumed it. Boom. Stonks.
Hey, Skuff.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I know a guy who can teach me how to make this stuff.
Well, shit, dude.
But I want you to promise me something if I make you more.
Okay.
And that is... shit, man. You think we'll ever get above ground?
Wait, we're underground?
Dude. Wait. Are we? Oh, man. What you mean, like, because we live in the vault, yeah?
Alright.
Well, if we ever leave, I wanna...
I want you to eat
I
a
wanna...
wolf's heart.
You should do that, Skuff.
Woo!
And he starts coughing and
Good.
takes another puff. No, man, I want to find where they grow the goo.
Dude,
Yeah,
we'll find all the goo.
dude. So, like, you gotta promise to help me find find the food supply when we get out of here.
You know, where do we get all of the goo?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
We are high, dude. Our characters are high.
Alright, well,
So-
there we go.
Okay, no, but if you promise to help me find where they grow the food, I'll make you all the jet you can ever want.
Well, how could I decline such a generous offer?
Oh, one more thing.
Oh, yeah?
You can't leave me. We're friends forever now.
Ah, dude, we're the bestest of pals, forever and ever.
And I think the two of you take puffs for probably the rest of the night. Forgetting to study for the test you have the next day.
Oh.
And it's a great time. The three of you, Howard, Papa Skuff, and Mandy, you guys are in the sled where we left off. And Howard has just started the sled going again after, basically just straight down the highway after where you guys saw the others going.
Okay, I'm gonna look over to Mandy and be like, "Hey, Mandy, did you happen to see that flashback that just occurred, like, about 3 seconds ago?"
What are you talking about?
Oh, well, I guess not. Well, whatever. I'm gonna go over and help Todd. Howard Todd. That's his name.
Howard Todd. Todd Howard. Sometimes I forget that's his name.
Yeah.
Like Todd Howard. That did take me 4 tries. I think pretending to be drugged up made me like a little bit loopy.
Well, boy, Howard.
That's how that works. No, I think are you just trying to help him navigate or something? Because it's a straight highway.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go over to him and be like, "Alright, buddy, just go that way!" And I'm gonna point directly straight in front of us, like, as if
Right.
there's no...
Yes.
Yeah, boom.
I can see the highway. I mean, like, it's covered in ice, but like it's still a little bit taller than the rest.
Oh, well, just making
Yeah.
sure, not everybody has good eyes and can see. Do you remember Blind Jerry from kindergarten? He was a kid that shat his pants. And he was like, I'm blind and I have shit in my pants. And Jerry.
I remember Jerry. Why?
Oh, well, I don't know. Just trying to make small talk.
Yeah. Yeah, he shit his pants, didn't he?
Yeah. Imagine the image of a pants with shit in it. Now, take that pants with shit in it.
Oh, we're doing
put it
something
on a
with
blind kid with the name of Jerry.
Oh,
That was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is something that happened. He was like, that was in kindergarten. Like, I don't really think, like, he has a wife and like 2 kids now.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Like, he doesn't shit his pants anymore, as far as I know. So, I don't know why we're making fun of Jerry now. Because he shit his pants when he was 6.
Just trying to make small talk, pal.
Okay.
Boom.
Well, hold on.
Right.
And after a little while, a vague sense of time. This is a long, uneventful journey. Because the highway between Camp Barrow and Deadhorse is long and uneventful. There's basically nothing in between. But at a certain point, I'm going to have you roll a perception save.
I forgot we're playing a game that uses dice. Where the fucking shit? Yeah, boom! Ah, I have dice. I have them out. We're playing a game. No, it's one more. Gotta squeeze. There we go. Boom. All right. Perception. That is a this die and this die. Boom. All right. I know. Ooh. That's 88.
Okay. Papa Skuff, as you are traveling down this highway, hours and hours pass. At a certain point, you start noticing a bit of a pattern in the snow. You realize that every few minutes or so, you see a single imprint in the snow. It's just like a little dot. Or sometimes there's a couple, but there's like these little yellow imprints right in the middle of the highway every few minutes or so.
I feel like you asked me something, but I muted myself because AJ entered the room and he won't leave.
I didn't ask anything. I just told you about these imprints in the highway.
Imprints, snow, boom. You know, these imprints in the snow remind me of Jerry, the one who shit himself in kindergarten.
Why do they remind you of Jerry?
Because he had footprints in.
Oh, they're not footprints.
Oh, they're imprints.
Mm-hmm. They're these little little dots in the snow of yellow.
You know, now this. I guess he wouldn't have. Never mind.
Well, I'll say it.
Oh no, like okay, out of character right now. I was gonna say oh man, this reminds me of Joey, Jerry's brother. Yeah, he was also blind, but instead of shitting his pants, he pissed his pants. I was gonna say this reminds me of piss, but in the snow.
It is in the snow.
We don't have snow in the vault because we're in a vault.
Yeah, but
And we were in a vault now. Whatever.
still, like,
boom, piss in his pants.
so you see this? Do you tell anyone?
I nudge my boy, and I'm like, hey, there's stuff in the snow. Look at that.
Well, is that piss?
I know, right? I don't know.
Oh, do you think that's from Ant?
Does Ant piss herself?
Mandy rolls her eyes behind you and says, Papa Skuff, everyone pees.
Wait,
It's a normal thing.
I thought it was just me.
No, all of us do it. All of us pee.
Oh.
Let me get a look at that. And Mandy shuffles up into the front of the bobsled and takes a look, and waits for another one to come up. She says, there's like a few dots, but you'd think it would be all at once if it was Ant peeing. You would think it would be all at once, right?
I mean, I don't know. Have you studied Ant's pissing routine?
No, Papa Skuff. I guess I haven't studied Ant's peeing routine, but usually when I do it, it just all comes out at once.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Right? I mean, is that... Yeah, I think she has a point. All of it does usually... Unless she's trying to leave a trail or something.
Breadcrumbs, but with piss.
Piss crumbs.
Piss crumbs.
I don't know. I don't think any of the other two would have said that. I said that.
I know, yeah. Alright. So wait, so is it in like a... You know what, we're gonna follow
It's a straight
it.
line down the
Let's
highway.
follow it. Trust me, I got a gut feeling. We're gonna follow it.
Right. I want you to roll another perception save.
Well,
Papa
shit,
Skuff.
dude, you're demanding an awful lot.
I know, it's very demanding.
54. Wait. Yeah, no, I can't do math. That is 58. Yes, 58. Boom, final answer.
Okay. You guys follow the P trail for a little while. And as you guys follow it, it just goes straight down the highway. It doesn't take any turns for a very, very long time. And then, all of a sudden, you hear gunshots whizzing right into the snow next to the sled that you are riding in.
Boy, howdy! We sure got some company over here.
There are 2 sleds behind you that you didn't see. And I'm going to have you guys roll initiative.
Wow! Gotta roll that less aggressively. There we go. Now it's on the table. 17 plus the number that's right over here. 17, 18, 19, 20. Non-nat 20.
All right.
Which has nothing to do with... Now it's only...
I'm going to guess that you're going first, but I'm going to roll everyone else before that.
Alright. So, nat 20s are really only stuff in, like normal checks, if not the least combat, right? I'm not crazy.
It doesn't affect initiative, no.
Boom, that's what I thought.
Mandy gets...
Rolled nat 20, therefore I take everybody's turn.
a 9. Howard gets a 19. Good. Go, Howard. Wait, does Howard get a 19? I didn't actually check his agility. Howard gets a... Oh, okay. Howard gets a 21. Sorry, Skuff.
It's fine. It's okay. It's cool.
Okay, so all 3 of you are going to go, and then the other guys are going to go. Howard is going to notice that this is going on, and he's going to do everything in his power to keep the wolves going, because I know bullets would probably startle a bunch of animals. He is going to roll, I guess agility. I don't know what else to have him roll. I'm going to have him roll just a basic agility save to see if he can keep these wolves calm. That doesn't see a charisma save. How's that? It doesn't really matter. He's rolling, I think he's rolling a charisma save to, like, calm the wolves down and be like, it's alright, keep going. Alright, that was a 79 plus 20, 99. I think he does it. He's able to keep the wolves calm and moving. Papa Scuff, it is your turn.
I'm going to be like, hold on. Okay, let's see here. I'm like looking at my thing. Okay, so that's that much AP. I have that much AP. That's 2 shots. I'm gonna go like, yee-haw! And I'm gonna shoot my gun at them, my revolver. Like, bang, bang, bang! I'm gonna shoot it once, and another time, but I gotta do that at a time. So...
At the other sleds?
Yes. So,
all right.
How that is. I roll D20, just making sure. Roll D20, add my gun. My, small gun? I get a 7, 8, 9, 10. Shooting at the people. That is, yeah, in a direction.
A 10?
Yeah, 10.
I don't think that first hit's going to hit.
All right. The second shot, like we could see them clearly, right? Or are they like can we see them?
I think they're pretty close. They're within your shot's range. I think they're probably 30 feet behind.
Okay,
both of them.
I'm going to attempt to shoot the wolves now. On their wolves,
okay.
Not our wolves. Theirs.
Yeah. Well, I figured.
18.
Okay, that definitely hits. Roll your damage.
Okay, now, this is hold on. Okay, I'm probably dumb, and it probably literally says, that it's melee, but let me quickly open up one of my things for like a perk thing again. No chems rage. Just checking to make sure, because it says I wrote down +1 damage, and I don't, if it says +1 damage, I'm just gonna add it to the gun. But if it says melee damage, then it just says +1 damage. All right, okay, and then that is oh god, that's this die here. That is 4 damage.
All right. I think that hits one of the wolves, and I think that takes one of its paws, and it starts like yowling out, and that slows down sled number 1 significantly, causing them to sort of swing out to the side and have to stop. Mandy's turn. She is going to, I guess she'll use her laser pistol to try to fire at the wolves behind her. She like closes her eyes to do it because she doesn't like the idea of firing a gun at someone else, but she understands the necessity of it.
Mm-hmm.
She closes her eyes. I'm going to give her disadvantage because of that. She is firing her laser pistol. That's a 7, I think. It's a 5. So she does not hit on the first one. Second attempt. That's a 3. No. Her eyes are closed. She tries to fire the laser pistol at the wolves, I think, rather than shooting people. And it just blinks off into the snow. I think she has yet to hit anyone with her laser pistol. She hit like a thing on one of the sleds once.
Oh, okay. Oh, I forgot that I took intense training as my perk.
Sled 1 would have their turn, but you just they're kind of long gone already. Sled 2, the people in there are going to try to fire rifles at you, and I'm going to give them, I guess, rather than having them all be separate people individually, I'm just going to give them a lot of AP. So I'm going to give them like 18 AP or something. And they have this handmade rifle with a 50-foot range. So that's a 15 to hit at you, Papa Skuff.
A what?
A 15 to hit at you.
DR 18.
Okay. So that's the first attempt. They get 6. 15 again. 12. 5. 9. 4. And 9. None of those hit. They're really trying with that handmade rifle. It's not going well for them. They fire a bunch of shots off, and they have to reload.
Just over here, like, Joker dancing.
Papa Scuff, it is Howard Todd's turn.
So I fired 2 shots in the pipe.
No, it's Howard Todd's turn. Sorry, bud.
Yeah, no. I'm like thinking because I eventually gotta reload my revolver. It is a magazine of 6.
I think Howard is going to shout at them, "Get the hell off us!" And he's going to fire his 10mm between you and Mandy, so it's like really cool, but like also like he could have killed one of you.
Oh no,
and
Nat 0. Looks like one of you's dying. It ain't Mandy.
Kill that. I know, right? We just had this like cool flashback. No. He gets a 12 to hit, which still misses, and then a 5 to hit, and then a 5 to hit. So he misses all 3 of his shots.
I'm the only one that actually hit anything.
I know, but I'm also gonna have him roll a speech because he did tell them to get the hell off us. And that is oh wow, 115. I think 70 plus 45, 115. He says, "Get the hell off us!" And then he fires 3 shots that all miss, but they get like kind of close. And I think sled number 2 backs off a little bit so that they're just too far to fire at you guys. Papa Scuff, it's your turn. But that also means they're too far to fire for you to fire at. Papa Scuff, it's your turn.
Okay, because they're too far to fire at. I will. Oh, shoot Mandy! No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm going to. I'm gonna sit there all fancy like and just wait for them to get closer.
I guess that works.
So I can shoot them. I don't have anything to do. Or, you know what? Fuck it. Well, okay, so, did we hit them at all? Did he hit them?
He didn't. He didn't hit them at all. All of his bullets missed.
So we look at closer. So you know what? I'ma do it. Where are you, you delectful little shit? There you are. I'm going. Wait a minute. Never mind. I was gonna do a jet, but wait a minute. Max AP is.
You start with AP every turn.
No. I'm saying, did I level up? Because I leveled up one of my things. When I leveled up, I got intense training, which leveled up one of my specials by 1. And did I do? No, probably not. Never mind. I will. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna. Sit there. I'm all here, just sitting here. Boom, doing nothing. I passed my turn.
I don't think Mandy can do anything either, because she has a laser pistol. Or is it a laser rifle? If it's a laser pistol, she can't do anything.
Oh, I'll reload my gun. There you go. Boom, that's what I'll do. Reload my gun.
It's a laser pistol, so she can't really do anything either. But I think she's probably still firing, because her eyes are closed. She doesn't realize what's going on. Mandy fires twice, but she doesn't hit anything because it's too far away. Her eyes are still closed. And she says, "Are they gone yet? Can I open my eyes?"
Just open your eyes there, Missy. You were fine with shooting them while back at the camp. You know, they're out here trying to kill you.
We don't know that.
You know, sometimes you gotta nut up and you gotta kill them before they kill you. Unless they're not trying to kill you, then don't kill them. Unless your dad tells you, of course, and then it's all fine.
Right. In that case, it's going to be sled number 2's turn. I think they are still... I mean, because they're still pursuing you. They're too far behind to shoot at you, and I think they're a little bit nervous to approach because last time they approached, Howard returned a lot of fire, and you hit one of their wolves, the other guys. So I think they're kind of staying at a distance right now. I think you see the guy driving the sled on, not a walkie-talkie, but like a hand radio, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear what they're saying, but you see him on a hand radio. And by the way, I think at this point, you've probably been traveling for probably like a day-ish. Like, it's a lot of travel.
Okay.
As this sled is pursuing you, you see right off the horizon, running directly at you, 2 figures in the snow, covered in it. And one of them is holding a rope.
They said Alaska was so cold. They said to live there you gotta be oh so bold. They never knew just what we had till it was gone. Alaska, where'd you go? Alaska, where'd you go? Alaska, where'd you go? Why'd you go away? Alaska, where'd you go? Alaska, where did you go? Alaska, where'd you go? Why'd you go away? Yeah. They said Alaska must be cold. They said to live there you must be oh so bold. They never knew just what we had till it was gone. All gone.
Hello everyone, this is your overseer Lillie here. I want to apologize, first of all, for this episode being a day late. I've had a really rough week, with lots of school stuff going on and lots of job stuff going on. I'm getting a job, so money should be coming in soon, which is good. As always, I want to give a shout out to the folks over on r/VNV for making this wonderful role-playing game that we are playing. Every single week, every single episode, I go ahead and shout them out because they make this for free. It's free. You don't have to pay money to play it. You can just go to r/VNV and find all the content you could need to play it there. They also have a Discord, which Jimmy and I are both on, and you can ask questions about the game there or just generally chat with other people who are interested in it. Great time. You can follow us on Twitter at FalloutSOTN. That's at FalloutSOTN. Or you can tweet at us using either mentioning us or using the hashtags FalloutSOTN or hashtag Survivors of the North. If you do this, we may let you name a character or location on the show. We have a couple of those coming up. I was hoping it would be this episode or next, but it probably won't because of how this episode went. Anyway, coming up eventually, TM. You can also review us on iTunes. We have a couple of those so far, but it helps so much, and it's so encouraging to see people rate our little amateur show on iTunes 5 stars and say, wow, what a great cast. I want to hang out with these people. It's great. It's really motivating. Please do that if you have the time. This show costs us money to make now. This is the first time because Pinecast, which is our podcast host, allows us to host 10 episodes for free, which we have reached. This is our 11th episode overall, if you include Surviving the Podcast, which means that now, in order to host this show and keep all of the episodes available on all platforms, this podcast costs us a very, very unaffordable $5 a month. I know, it's awful. So to compensate for this a little bit, we are planning on launching a Patreon. This is going to have stuff like just comics that Simon's going to draw. Bonus content in general, we might do lots of one-shots. The idea is to keep it so that it doesn't interfere with your enjoyment of the main campaign. So we'll do stuff like playing one-shots in completely different worlds and, stuff that won't interfere with this game. But also, bonus episodes will be used as filler, just in case. Like, in case we miss a week and need to have an episode up, we'll just release a bonus episode once we get that going. So it'll be nice. The nice thing about what we're planning to do for Patreon is that any monthly donation hopefully will give you access to any bonus content we make. We don't want to put a huge paywall. Like, if you can give $1 a month, that's fine. We want to give you everything. If you can give us 25 cents a month, that's fine. We don't want to, make you pay $10 to listen to a couple extra episodes. So it's just a nice way that you will in the future be able to chip in and support us. Thanks as always for listening to Fallout Survivors of the North. We spent a lot of time, and I know I've been pushing this every episode further and further back, but we spent a lot of time making this and putting love into it. And it really means a lot that people listen to us. We've hit over 1,000 listens, not including YouTube or Spotify, which is insane to me, that 1,000 people have listened to our podcast. Or a few people have listened to over the span of all of our episodes 1,000 times. I don't know. It's 1,000 listens. It's a lot. Anyway, the next episode will hopefully be up on March 6th. That's the plan. Wouldn't be surprised if it was delayed like this one, but we'll see. Thank you for listening. I hope to see you then.